Taurus, another vision that blew me away for you here today. I have not drawn any energy, oracle cards, or tarot cards. I had this vision in a meditation when tuning into your energy, and Spirit guided me this time to sit still, listen, and work with the meditation and receive the vision with nothing else, like no tools, no cards, no energies. And it took me quite some time, and I feel like that's a message for you here right now, Taurus. Don't be afraid to give yourself time on your journey. Sometimes things don't seem clear, or you don't have all the answers, and that's okay. Sometimes you're meant to just sit still, be with yourself, and let yourself be guided through the situation or this chapter as you are meant to, with yourself being the leader, okay? You lead yourself through this, and I feel like someone here has really high expectations about their journey or who they're supposed to be or where they're supposed to be. And there's like a rushing energy, and thinking that you need all these tools or all these external things in order for you to prosper or connect to abundance or clarify things and sort things out, but you don't. Okay, you can sit with yourself and let yourself be guided through this as you need to. It's like I see you taking your own hand and just guiding yourself with peace. So Taurus, get ready. We're going to get into your vision. In the quiet hush of the autumn forest, the sky burned gold with the last warmth of the year. The bear, ancient and wise, emerged from the thicket, his heart stirred by a deep knowing. The time of hibernation was drawing near. But this was no ordinary slumber he prepared for. This winter, he was called to a deeper journey of the soul. As he set off in search of the sacred ingredients that would nourish him through the long sleep, roots of wisdom, berries of truth, honey of stillness, he stepped upon a sharp, hidden thorn beneath the leaves. His left paw bled, and the pain pulsed through him. This was the first trial, wounding. Wounding whispered, "To walk the path of the soul, you must limp first. Pain opens what comfort conceals." The bear could have turned back, but he chose to limp forward, learning to lean on the earth differently, each step now conscious and deliberate. The second trial came at the river of reflection. Wide and cold, the current ran swift with old memories. To cross, he had to dive into the waters of his past, moments of failure, lost kin, the hunger of many winters. The river asked him to feel it all again. This was remembrance. As he swam, ghosts of regret and grief clung to his fur, trying to pull him under. But he roared, not with rage, but release. He reached the far shore, soaked and shivering, but lighter. He left behind what no longer belonged to him. The forest darkened as he climbed the hills of shadows. This was the third trial, fear. Wind howled through the trees, whispering lies of doom and inadequacy. He saw shapes in the mist, fears made flesh, illusions of failure, phantoms of doubt. Here, the bear did not fight. He sat in stillness. He breathed. He let the wind pass through him. The shadows could not touch his heart. In his silence, they dissolved. Finally, he reached the grove of gathering. The ingredients waited, hidden in plain sight. Not far, not impossible, only guarded by the illusions he had already overcome. The roots of wisdom grew beneath his wounded paw. The berries of truth had ripened where his tears had fallen. The honey of stillness dripped from the combs above him, made sweet by his surrender. As he gathered them, the forest shifted. The animals watched in reverence. The wind grew quiet. When the bear returned to his cave, he was not the same creature who had left it. He walked the sacred spiral, wounding remembrance, fear, and finally return. He had not just found food, he had found himself. And as snow fell gently at the cave's mouth, the bear curled into stillness, not to escape the world, but to dream it anew. So that was your vision today, Taurus. And it's a powerful vision of your journey, of letting yourself go into your own and through your own spiral of energies, of feelings, emotions, not to escape them, not to fear them, but to meet them with a respect almost. You have respect for your past selves and respect for the things you've been through. Even respect that you fear certain things. It's okay. And with this journey and this respect for, as I said before, you allowing yourself to go through the journey as you need to go through it, and surrendering yourself as you need to surrender, that is how you find that is how you return. I'm hearing you return this cave in a different way. You're a different person when you return, just as the bear was. So what are your ingredients here that you're looking for? Well, first we'll get into the cave. What is the cave? What does the cave look like, or what does it contain when you leave, when you first embark on the journey? And then what is the cave when you come back? You guys, I kid you not, the cave just fell out and stuck to it, the creator. Okay, so the cave was just a cave when you left, okay? It was just a place or a space where you resided or you connected in some way. It's just, you were just there. It was just a plain, cold, empty, because there was nothing, there's no ingredients. You're going on this journey to gather and collect your ingredients here and pass these trials so that you can come back to the cave. And this time, the cave has the creator energy. So now there's all this color, all this energy, right? Okay. I'm not sure if I'm gonna do an extended today. I'll put it like down below if I do, and then there'd be a link. But I don't know. I just kind of flow with that. I don't really plan it. So, okay. Wow, this is exciting. Okay, so let's tap into here your trials here between just leaving this cave as it was, cold, isolated, bare and empty, and then you come back to this space of creation, of color, of life, of connection. But in between, the bear had the trials. What are your trials here? Taurus, King of Cups. Ooh, there's a storm gathering, okay? The cups are emotions. This is an emotional trial. Just as the bear had in the river of River of, what did I call it? River of reflection. Okay, yeah, so when you reflect upon something here, as you go into the storm, you must do so with a tremendous amount of courage and determination. The king is the one that controls the ship, that steers the ship, or that tells people where it needs to go. He is in charge. So you are in charge here as you dive headfirst into this storm, into this river of revelations. What are these revelations here in your river? A Three of Swords. You will be met with resistance of your heart. The pain of the past is coming up here. But you see here, she is releasing it. Okay? She's releasing the pain. You are releasing your heartache, the grief that you've carried for so very long as you weather this storm. Be patient. I'm hearing Spirit say, be patient with yourself on the journey. Again, the patience, Taurus. Don't push yourself, okay? Don't criticize yourself. I'm hearing too. There's like a criticism here that I'm picking up on. I'm feeling. You criticize yourself. Maybe you feel like you should have left this behind long ago, or maybe, and there's judgment there. Why haven't I done this? Or why haven't I gotten through this trial? And this is something that's blocking you. The king does not judge himself. He assesses the situation, he makes a decision, and then he releases. And that is what you're doing. You are carrying out a plan. You are precise with what you want to release in this trial. Or you need to be if you haven't. You need to know exactly what it is that you are releasing and why. And if you need time to get to this answer, give yourself time. Here we go. Ace of Cups. With the release comes a renewal, a restoration of the heart, of the soul. For you, I'm feeling like this huge weight that has been on your chest that you haven't even realized has been there. When you go through this, when you finish this trial, it will lift and you will be like, oh my goodness, I did not know how heavy I was feeling in my heart until I let this go. This is tremendous. The change is beautiful, beautiful with the release. But be kind to yourself, okay? Be kind. Take charge, take action, steer your ship through the storm of emotions so that you can release, but be kind, be patient, okay, Taurus? The Lovers at the bottom of the deck. I couldn't help but peek. There's something coming together for you. There's something growing out of the stillness I'm hearing. There is a quiet. There is a lonely energy here. And someone's thinking or feeling that the stillness is never going to go away. It's never going to reap any rewards or blossom any beauty. But Spirit is showing me that, yes, with this card, when I picked it up, I saw it. I saw out of the darkness, out of the stillness, the isolation. When you've completed your own trials and you've climbed the hill of shadows and you've gone through the river of reflection, and the first trial was, oh yeah, the wounding. Yeah, the wounding, right? You've released the pain, you've accepted and relied on yourself and the situation in a different way. You've restructured something here. The way that you go through this journey is different this time. And from that comes something. From that isolation, it's like that cave was just an isolated, bare, cold cave. But at the end of this creation, this color, the color out of the darkness, out of the void, you create, you connect. Okay, I'll put that there on top of this, on top of the creator card. So let's tap into this wounding more, your own wounding trial. Oh, the High Priestess. Let's get one more card here. And the Four of Pentacles. Something has been latched and clinging to you, or you have been clinging to something here, to a vision of who you want to be. Never appreciating who you are right now. Yeah, it's like someone here is constantly, obsessively thinking about becoming this High Priestess. That you're missing out on life here in some way. You're missing out on a lesson. You're missing out. You cannot step into this trial and heal your wounding without actually turning around and facing it, okay? You have to face the shadow, right? The High Priestess has integrated both dark and light. The shadow self is important here. The shadow self is the one that, or ego, is the one that is pretending to protect you, wants to hide you away, wants to keep you isolated and safe in the cave. Protected. But it's not. That's not going to protect you. It's going to isolate you further. It's going to, you will hold on to the pain and you will stay where you are or where you've always been. So leaving the cave in the first place, you might have a hard time leaving the cave. So leaving the cave, yes, there will be trials. Yes, there will be things that you need to go through and accept and release, and it's going to suck sometimes. But the reward afterwards is worth 1,000,000 times more. It will connect you to the High Priestess energy because you are finding the balance. You are integrating the light and the dark, and you're loving each and every particle of your journey and who you are today, so that tomorrow and in the future, you can continue to create and add color and find the abundance, because now you've freed yourself from something that you think you had to hide, or someone that, you know, held you back. You know, it's like this person looks very anxious, doesn't want to show its face, doesn't want to come forth, okay, and see what else is out there. So there's that block, that fear of, and that holding on so tight, not wanting to let go. Okay, let's get to the third trial, the hills. Oh my gosh, I can't find it. The hills. Hill of Shadows, yeah. Honestly, I feel like that doesn't happen to me very often, where I'm like looking and looking and looking. It was like right in front of me, right in front of my face. I was actually on the right, you know, little paragraph that I wrote. And I feel like that's a message here for you. Okay. Sometimes, like tapping back into this energy, sometimes there's things right in front of you that you're meant to see, meant to connect with here with the High Priestess, that you literally cannot see, but it's right there. So ask yourself, is there an energy around me, or is there something within me already, or something I can use right now to aid me through these trials, to help me even come out of the cave? If there's an intense fear, to leave the cave, leave the safety in some way. You already have something that you need. And I feel like it's your strength, your inner strength. You know, the bear left with nothing. It was just the bear. But coming out of the cave, taking the first few steps out of the comfort zone is hard for someone here. But you have the strength that you need. Spirit wants me to tell you, you have the strength. Believe in yourself as Spirit believes in you. Okay. Hill of Shadows. Whoa, okay. Knight of Swords. A lot of cards came out. Knight of Swords, Nine of Swords, Five of Swords, mental, okay? There's a lot of, your mind is disrupting it's like whispers of shadows, like doubt, fear, disconnect. You have the Two of Cups, okay? A disconnect from feeling like you can do this, from feeling like, it's almost like someone feels like they've been manipulated, okay? Someone's been manipulated or left out in some way in a situation. It has really messed with the way that you see yourself or the way that you move at this time through your mind, okay? There's a, yeah, definitely manipulation of the mind. This could be coming from yourself or somebody around you, or in your past, or even in the present. Someone trying to control the narrative of how you think and how you move, doesn't want you to find the connection that you're meant to find, doesn't want you to connect to the light that you are seeking. It's like here, as the Knight of Swords, you have found the alignment here. You have found a light, the light being truth, knowledge, a union, a connection, love. Something here is manipulating you. Let's see. What is this manipulation? Perceive, or perceptive, oblivious, aware. You might not be aware of this manipulative energy. You're meant to become aware, okay? What is this energy? Too many. Okay, this one. Alignment, dishonest. Someone's not being honest with you. Again, I feel like this is your ego coming out. An aspect of yourself that you're not really being honest with yourself in some way. There's something here that wants to come forth. And maybe you've been manipulating and pulling the strings. You don't want to confront this or hear this or be in this energy, but you're meant to sit with this energy and confront this energy. You are meant to be aware of this energy and let it flow. And then let it go, I'm hearing. Let it flow and then let it go. Through tears, I think. Through feeling, through emotion. Just be honest with yourself. Is there a person or an aspect of yourself that you have been hiding or pushing down? I'm seeing someone like put it in the way back of the drawer and then put a lot of things in front of it, okay? What is it that you are meant to uncover or rediscover here so that you can release? Because this is blocking you, this is causing emotional baggage, mental baggage, a mental roadblock I'm hearing from connecting something here, connecting to the light, connecting to a truth or the path ahead. Like the path ahead is like you are this bear and you're trying to get through this third trial, but there's like hedges, bushes, all these vines and thorny flowers, and they're in your way. You need to face this, okay? So that on the other side, you get this piece of information or a clearing, like you're clearing the path, you're clearing this out. Forgiveness, I'm hearing. Yeah. I think I am gonna do an extended because there's more. I wanna know, I wanna tap into what you create. You've gone through these trials successfully, and then what is your cave? What does this cave look like? Okay, Taurus, thank you so much. And I will see you guys next time.